Hi, I'm Chris. I'm Andrew.
I'm Holly.
I'm Brittany.
Mackenzie.
Elizabeth.
Disney. That one word alone can have a multitude of different meanings. It can mean the entrepreneur and mastermind who made the characters of his imagination household names. It could mean the Walt Disney Company, a multi-million-dollar company founded by this very man. Or it could stand for Disneyland, one of the many various vacation destinations that bear the Disney name. These are the sources that I've used to give you some history as well as present-day information about all three of these definitions of Disney. They include biography.com, justdisney.com, the Walt Disney Company, history.com, humanarchive.org, the Disney Mouse Links, and Corporate Disney. Hi, my name is Lindsey, and I've been selected to represent the Walt Disney Company. Today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about all things Disney, starting with Walt Disney himself, the Walt Disney Company, and Disney Parks and Resorts. But before we go any further, let's take a trip back in time and learn about the man who started it all. With his unbeatable imagination and tenacious work ethic, regular boy Walter Elias Disney made himself into one of the most recognizable figures in American history. Disney was born on December 5, 1901 in Chicago. From an early age, he showed an interest in art and drawing, and it's even rumored that he sold sketches to his neighbors and neglected his schoolwork to doodle on his papers. As he matured, he began attending night school at the Academy of Fine Arts and performing at local theaters. Disney's career in animation had a rough start, but when he and his brother Roy moved to California at the age of 22, they started experiencing some real success. Disney's creativity and perseverance let him turn that small success into what is today the vast world of Disney. After the opening of Disneyland in 1955, Disney was diagnosed with lung cancer. After a rough struggle, he died on December 15, 1966. The definition of a self-made man, Disney left an unparalleled legacy in the world of entertainment. In his lifetime, he was nominated for 48 Academy Awards, 22 of those he won. He is also credited with creating some of the world's most recognizable characters and starting a network of parks and resorts that bear the name Disney. With such a remarkable entrepreneur, it's not difficult to understand why the Disney name has achieved the status it has today. But Disney and his company had a long road to stardom. From its humble beginnings, the Walt Disney Company transformed itself from a small animation production company into a multi-billion-dollar corporation. Disney's first company was called Laugh-O-Grams. It was located in Kansas, and he sold small bits of animation to business owners who used it for advertising purposes. But unfortunately, or fortunately for us, this company was a failure. But like I said earlier, when Disney and his brother Roy moved to California, they opened a new animation studio and had their first success. Their first big hit was Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, released in 1938. It won 8 Oscars and grossed over $8 million, which was a huge feat because it was the most that any other film had grossed up until that time, and it was also in the middle of the Great Depression. The next step was the completion of the Burbank Studios in 1940. It had a staff of over 1,000 animators and completed over 100 works during its time. Burbank Studio grew and expanded over time into the Disney Company, pictured here to the right. The Disney Company today is one of the most successful companies in American history. Its annual revenues reach approximately $30 billion per year, and it has grown to encompass 5 different branches: media and networks, such as ESPN and ABC, parks and resorts, such as Disneyland and Disney World, the Walt Disney Studios, such as Pixar and Marvel, Disney consumer products, such as the Disney Store, and Disney Interactive Media Corp., which is in charge of video games and internet interaction. Without a doubt, one of the most recognizable branches of the Disney Company is its parks and resorts. With the opening of Disneyland in 1955, Disney has grown into a worldwide vacation destination, which attracts all kinds of viewers. From early on in his career, Disney had a dream of opening a clean and well-organized family park. Not one to let his dream slip away, he began plans for a 160-acre Fantasyland in Anaheim, California. Though Disney had experienced plentiful success with his animation company, funds were still tight, and one of the major obstacles he faced in opening Disneyland was financing his dream. His brother Roy made a deal with ABC Television that said ABC would run the series Walt Disney's Disneyland in exchange for financing. The show gave viewers a little bit of background information into the park before it even opened. Construction began on July 21st, 1954, and $17 million later, it opened on July 17, 1955. It consisted of 5 different lands: Main Street, Adventureland, Frontierland, Fantasyland, and Tomorrowland. And 10 years later, by 1965, Disneyland had opened its doors to over 50 million viewers. Today, Disney parks and resorts have grown and expanded all over the world. There are main parks in California, Florida, Paris, Tokyo, and Hong Kong. And it also consists of 2 cruise ships and a vacation program known as Adventures by Disney, in which Disney takes visitors into some of the most prime vacation destinations across the world. So what does Disney really mean? I hope my presentation has shown you that Disney can stand for a multitude of different things, whether it be Walt Disney, the Walt Disney Company, or Disney Parks and Resorts. But without a doubt, Disney would be nowhere it is today without its creator, Walt Disney. Though he came from humble beginnings, Walt Disney's drive and imagination allowed him to make his dreams and the dreams of so many others a reality. Because of him, the name of Disney is now synonymous with joy, innovation, and family. Thank you.
That was really good.